Welcome to Mind Transformation. Again, this is your presenter, Gabriel Latner. Welcome you to this edition of Mind Transformation. It's a pleasure having you here. We are here, and because you are there, we are here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We give a minute and then we will be speaking. So I want to invite you, come and join us as we share with you on a very, very, very important subject matter. Share this, invite someone. If you are on TikTok, I encourage you to share, like, and follow. Share this week. We are on 10 persons. If you just coming on, just invite 10 persons. Invite 10 persons to come on, and we encourage you. We ask you to share, like, and follow. If you are not follow, we encourage you to follow. If you are following, we encourage you to like. Give us some stars so that we can know that you are supporting us and you are being blessed by this program, Mind Transformation. If you are on Facebook, we say welcome. Share this video with someone so they can be able to come on. This is Mind Transformation. If you are on YouTube, that's wonderful. You can go to the YouTube. If you are not even on YouTube, you're on Facebook, but you can still go to YouTube and share our live broadcast with someone. But we are here, so we encourage you, share our live broadcast and invite someone to come and watch. This is Mind Transformation. Welcome to Mind Transformation. We want to have a time of just sharing. We got 1 minute. So we are saying if you are on TikTok, just invite 10 persons. Share 10 persons. We ask you to share, like, and comment. Because when you comment, then we know that you are benefiting from it. We know you are benefiting from it. So we encourage you, share our video and let someone come on and listen to wisdom. Wisdom is profitable to direct, according to the Bible. So share our video and come on, let us share. We got 1 minute, 1 minute to be on our way discussing a very, very important subject matter. You see, as I'm here, I'm sharing right now because we are pressed for time. So we encourage you to share it, invite someone, and let's come and discuss on the subject matter an enlightened mind. An enlightened mind is important. Important. So thank you for joining us. If you are on TikTok again, this is a 10-person share campaign. Share, like, comment. If you are not following, then we encourage you to follow us. Follow us on TikTok. If you are on Facebook, share with someone. I'm sharing. If you are on YouTube, share with someone on YouTube. If you are not on YouTube, you can still go on my YouTube channel and share with somebody. I will encourage you. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I appreciate were you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is our campaign of 10 persons. Share with 10 persons daily. As you come on, share with 10 persons. We will really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. This is Mind Transformation. This is Mind Transformation. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, if, as I said, you're on TikTok, share with 10 persons. Let 10 persons share the link with 10 persons. And furthermore, if you have not followed, we encourage you to follow. Give us some stars. We encourage you to do that so they can know that we are giving a very, very valuable information to people. Liked, please. The more you like, the better it is for us. And then furthermore, we encourage you to follow us so that we can in turn follow you. So follow us. If you are not following us, then follow us. If you are following us, then share this video to 10 persons. Again, Facebook, YouTube, share. Welcome to My Transformation. Let us take advantage of our being here. Okay. Want to welcome all of you. You're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's been broadcast on Instagram. I'm going to check it up. But we are here. I want to tell you guys are doing wonderful. The YouTube, the Facebook, especially so for Facebook and TikTok. You guys are doing wonderful. I appreciate you guys a whole lot for the support. And I ask that you please invite others to come and listen. The more you stay, the better information you get. You just need a word. The better information you will get. All you need is information to change your situation. You just need that one missing puzzle to put in a place. That's it. So don't just come and click and go. Last night I said I may not be called to everybody, but I have information for somebody, and you could be that person. So again, if you are on TikTok, I encourage you to share, like, and follow. Make comments so I can know you there. Send me some stars so I can know you are there. On Facebook, again, share and let somebody be a part of this. Share. If you are on YouTube or you are not even, if you are on Facebook, I just want you to go to YouTube and just share with somebody. Somebody need information. Now let's go to the subject matter quickly as we discuss, because we are pressed for time. Most times we want everyone desire to be successful. That's a fact. Everyone wants to make life better and easier. That's a fact. No one take pleasure in going through pain. No one is not in our DNA to suffer failure. So anytime we suffer failure, it will get to us because it's not in our DNA. When you are successful, you will celebrate, you will be so happy because that's your nature. That's what in you. But if you are a failure or you failing something, you will be sad because you know that should not be a part of you. So you know when you are failing, you know when you are failed, and you know when you are successful. That's important. But we want to look at the trend by which you can move from a place of non-achievement, a place of failure or failing, to a place of doing better. Now, all this I have spoken of depends on what you see. Seeing is very important. Now, you could have your physical sight and still be blind. You can imagine in the Word of God, this man went to Jesus, and Jesus touched him and told him to go and wash. He came by, asked a question, can you see? He said, I see men as trees. His vision was blurred, and so he needed a second touch. Now, you notice that I'm wearing glasses. Reason being, I suffer from nearsightedness. I can see, but not too clearly closer to me until I wear these glasses. So if I don't wear these glasses, I will be struggling to read some things because the glasses help make it better and easier. So the glasses help to lighten up or to make the words or whatever I want to see more visible than I would if I didn't have them on. So I look at the glasses as a form of enlightenment. So whatever you desire to do, you must have a deeper knowledge and understanding of what you desire to do. But the place that the knowledge is stored up for you to become and do what you want to do is the mind. So I want to share with you on the subject matter an enlightened mind. A mind that is placed in darkness is a mind that is limited in understanding, a mind that is limited in wisdom, a mind that is limited in knowledge, will not have the capacity to fulfill beyond what is stored up in our mind. Unless that mind is enlightened or that mind has the knowledge to accomplish what you want to accomplish physically, you will be stuck in the battle. So, there's a saying I believe I heard from one of these motivational speakers, and it goes like this: you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Unquote. Most people, when your mind is enlightened, you will understand that greatness do not come until movement starts. Now, movement can start from the mind before it go onto the feet, before it goes onto the hand. If the mind is not moving, the entire body is stuck. So what do I do if my mind is not enlightened? The first thing you have to do, number one, is you have to reset your mind. If your phone or your gadget or your computer is not working right, you want to restart it. So you want to reset your mind. Sometimes they tell you got to reset this thing. And sometimes they tell you that you got to reset it from the factory setting in order to get a better result. So reset your mind in order to have an enlightened mind. How do I reset my mind? Is to take a good look at your present state of mind. If you do not look at your present state of mind, you won't do a proper resetting. So take a good look at your present state of mind. There is a saying that I heard long ago. They say when you have a fall, do not look to where you fell. Look to where you slipped so you can avoid a fall. So that's a recollection. In other words, if you avoid where you slip, you won't have a fall. So in resetting your mind, if you look at your present state of mind, it will tell you exactly what you need to do in order to reset your mind. So one of the ways to reset your mind is to make a very decisive and sacrificial decision to throw some junks and extra weight that may be attached to your life out of your life. Because why? Along the way, some of the things that may be a hindrance that make your mind to be at a standstill is because along the way you may have picked up a lot of things that have become a liability to you. You know, most times if you check your cell phone, you will find out there are numbers that may be stored up in your cell phone that you have not called for a very long time, but they are there. So they occupy that place in your phone that could have been occupied by some number that you can work with, that you can dial, or they can call. And some numbers may be in your phone that you do not call and they don't call you, but it's there. that becomes a liability. It's occupying a space and you are not being developed. As I said, share this video, invite someone to this discussion, and let us share on an enlightened mind. So my question is, what fear, what negative belief are you holding to a point that is no longer allowing your life to work? What is it? What is that fear? What is that negative belief? Because we are trying to recondition the mind. And in order to recondition the mind, you got to identify what's holding you down. And fear is one of the strong things that holding you down. What is it that is stifling your growth or development? Identify it. We have to first of all, identify what's holding you down in order for you to go forward. In order for you to be competitive in the marketplace, you must upgrade and expand your mental capacity. The world is not looking for what happened yesterday. The world is not even looking for what happened today. The world is looking for what happened now and what will attract them as they go along. That is, you intend to expand your mental capacity. But you must understand that in order for you to do that, there are 3 levels every man must take into an account in order to have an enlightened mind. There are 3 levels of education. Number 1, you got to unlearn, you got to relearn, and you got to learn. You got to unlearn, relearn, and learn. So let's look at that. There are things that you have to unlearn. I told you there are things you have to take up. Sometimes some information you have is obsolete. It won't help you. It's not fitting in what's supposed to be done. It's not tying in with your purpose or your vision or your dream. You have to get rid of that. That is unlearning. There are things that you have to learn as new. That's why we are here, to give you some new information. Now you have to make way. You have to make a place for the new. And in order to make a place for the new, you got to get rid of the old. Now, the third things, there are things you have to relearn as emphasis. Understand that. Sometimes you may have learned, but you did not go in depth, not knowing that at a certain level, you need to go in depth in order to get the desired result. Have you had an experience, or do you know of anyone who desire to go to college or started college, and the first year of college they are freshmen, and that very year they graduated? They attended college the first year and they graduated that very year as freshmen. That's not possible. So you see, when you go to college the first year, it prepares you for the next stage. That is the second year of college. The lessons that you took during your first year, it will be, if possible, not 100%, but it will be different from the lessons that you will take during your second year. And so it will be for the third and for the fourth. If you are doing a condensed course, if you are doing a crack course, you must understand that they will combine everything that have to do with first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. That means they are preparing you for graduation, but they're combining everything for you to understand and make sure you get the information. Why? Because you must know what you want to do, and you must understand in depth as to what you want to do. That's information. And the reason why you are learning and unlearning and relearning is because you want to get rid of many belief system that was wrong. Sometimes there are some things that you learned that is totally wrong. And sometimes there are some things that you've learned that is obsolete. So you must learn, unlearn, and relearn. So if you want real enlightenment as to how you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish, these three things is very important to your moving forward. For one to succeed, you must understand that it takes you to make a candid, sacrificial decision as to what you want and take the necessary steps in order for you to improve in what you desire to become. Not what you are becoming is very important than what you're doing and where you are. An enlightened man. So, what do I do? When I make my decision, it requires me to sit down and contend for knowledge. I must be willing to contend for knowledge. And that is, I must be willing to challenge myself to be enlightened. You see, our mindset is largely established on the basic things. As I said, share this video because I'll soon be going off. The first thing is our failures. Not only our failures, our success. Our past experiences. Our culture. Our association. Our level of exposure. You may have experienced some failures and some successes, and you may have had some past experiences. You may have seen a culture where you are. You may have associated, or some don't, with people or associations. But one thing that may be a great hindrance to us developing is the level of exposure, your level of exposure. We take that for granted, but that is very important. Because the level of exposure will determine whether you make progress or not. And there are major factors that can become the sharpeners of our belief system. So I want to encourage you. Renewing your mind is very important. Why? Because I understand from the time I started in mind transformation, I think it's almost close to 10 years now, that man is a tripartite being. Body, soul, and spirit. Our soul is our personality, who we are. Our soul comprises of a mind, will, and emotion, which is very important. So with our soul, we think, we consider, we remember, and we wonder. So we can experience emotion like happiness, sorrow, anger, belief, relief, compassion, all of these. We are able to resolve, we are able to choose, we are able to make decisions, which is very important. But for us to transform, it means to evolve into a more superior being of yourself. The soul is important. The soul is so much important to the point the soul is the driving force of the body. Because within that, as I said, is the mind, will, and emotion. So how do I renew my mind? How do I have an enlightened mind? Is to make sure that you supply into your mental space superior-based information for your development. You must be willing to launch into a non-emotional process of transformation to get to the level you desire. push your way. It's important. When you have made a decision to change, enter into a covenant with yourself that no matter what comes your way, I will not say that. No matter what comes my way, I will not deter. I will not be distracted. I will invest 95% of my time into transformation. It's a decision. It's a decision. And repeat that. Repeat it over and over until it superimposes the negative thought that have been holding you captive, that have been holding your mind captive. Let it gain dominance over your mind. Keep saying that until it gain dominance. I will not be distracted. I will not give up. I will not. I will continue going. Enter a covenant with yourself. Say, I will invest 95% of my time in my transformation. Make a covenant. I will not be deterred. And repeat that every minute, every second that you have. It helps you. It's very important. If you want to do something different, if you want to be different, if you want the world to recognize and celebrate you, you must understand that the world recognizes and celebrates success, not process. People see process, but they do not celebrate process. In fact, they discourage this process. But people celebrate results, and they want to make sure that that result is success. Think about it. Sit down and have a mental evaluation of where you are and where you intend to get, and decide to make this decision to be a better person. Again, I encourage you to share this video. Share with somebody. If you are not following me on TikTok, I encourage you to follow, share, like, comment, and send me some stars. If you are on Facebook, invite someone. If you are on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you can go on YouTube and share my video. Let somebody know. Information is vital. You do not need money. You need information. Thank you for watching. I had to come early because of my schedule. I have to run out of here. And at 7 o'clock, I have another obligation. I have another teaching to do. That's how my world runs. From one program to another. Because I have to get across to mankind the truth that will set them free from every form of captivity. That includes knowledge, and the knowledge in every facet of your life. You need freedom. Be it spiritual or physical. Change your mind, change your life. That's why we say on Mind Transformation, our sole purpose is making sure that we transform people and change their lives. Transforming minds and changing people. Thank you for watching, and share this video. I may see you sometime tonight, or if possible tomorrow, but I will try. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Okay, I got to run. Share the video and follow me, please.